From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Morreale and Hitch.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Morreale and Hitch podcast. This is happy, what day is it today? Tuesday? Thursday. Whatever. Oh, it's Thursday. I'm 48 hours behind schedule. Robbie, good to see you, buddy.
You too, pal. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Last we saw each other was actually in person at the game, and I know we're going to talk a bit about it. The game part of it. What do you even say?
Loss of words right now for these guys. I don't know. It's frustrating now, I think, for them, because I think they're in that mode where, you remember when all the bad teams we played on, you lose every game. You're starting to lose every game. I think it's, I don't know how many in a row for them right now, but we were in that mode. We were in that mode where it's like, going to another game, we're going to lose. But you don't think like that, of course. But as soon as you get to a game, one bad play, right? One bad play, a turnover, touchdown, and everyone you can see the wind in the sails. Just everything goes down, and that's just the way the game is, and it sucks to be a part of that right now. But again, 7-5 Toronto, 5-7 Montreal, and then 3-9. So again, 4 points out of second place still. So it's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And that's what they have to be shooting for, is second place, because Saskatchewan's 6-7, and thank God they lost, I think, their last two games.
Yeah.
And if they won one of those, they're at 7-6 or whatever. It's crossing over 100%. There's going to be a crossover. Yeah. If having said that, but Hamilton still they still can.
Can you believe they still got a chance?
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I hear Dane might be starting, I think, Saturday. That's what I hear.
Really? Okay, well, listen, I'll give us more stuff to talk about. But
if that's a lie, then Butko's told me that before the show, because I was on 30 seconds, so he told me.
I got it right from the spec. Steve Milton.
Oh, well, Milty's, 107 now? How old is Milty?
Yep. He was 70 when he was doing our games back in the 90s. Oh, I love it.
I love Milty. Milty's a great guy.
He is a good guy.
If without Milty, we'd never hear about the Ticats. So there's to our boy Steve Milton. But the game. Okay, let's talk about our experience at the game, Labor Day. It was a very nice gesture for the guys to invite us out. You and I, chance to get on the field, chance to do our thing. Crowd was awesome. Crowd was awesome. Yeah. I don't think you can ask for much more.
You got them going too.
I got them going. Well, that
wasn't us. That wasn't us.
No, that's not typical.
Maybe a little bit me doing this.
You like
let's go, let's go. That was about 12 in a row. I'm like, okay, that's got to stop.
After a while, I'm like, okay, I'm running out of let's go. I'm running out of let's go. But the truth is, the crowd.
For those who don't know that, though, you have to tell everybody what happened. That's.
So our friend Dave Cadeau, the illustrious Dave Cadeau, who's in charge at most things, media-wise over here or over there, wanted us to come out, first of all, together, which hasn't happened this year, right? It's always been
alumnus of distinction.
Yeah, there's two of us, and they said, let's bring these two knuckleheads out, because they don't do anything by themselves. They have one heartbeat and one brain. So most of it's on this side.
Yeah.
But they're like, okay, we need you to go out and pump up the crowd. We're like, oh no, pump up the crowd. We don't want to pump up. We're like 50-something years old. Who wants to listen to two washed up football guys? But it worked. To their credit, it worked. It wasn't like, I wasn't overly excited about it. I took the mic. I know my role in things. You know your role in things. And it worked. It was good. It was a lot of fun. It was fun for my kids. I had my two daughters there, and I had my nephews there. And my brother, of course. My brother scammed everything.
Oh, eating everything.
Everything.
I saw him leave with a plate.
It's like, and then listen, it's Hamilton, right? So I know lots of people, and then the people that I knew were there, they're at the game too. Somehow, they used, hey, no, I'm in the caretaker's lounge because I'm with Morreale. And and next year, I turn around, there's 14 other scammers who are my buddies right there on the sidelines and their kids. And everyone's going crazy because there's like 400 people on the sidelines. And I know Scott's up in the booth losing his mind. And I'm looking over here going, dear God. But it made for a fun time. Yeah. It made for a fun time.
I had my son Matt and my daughter Ava, and then they brought two friends, Maddie, Testa, and Alexis. So they brought the four of them, and I don't think Alexis has ever been to a game before. So I don't think she realized, like, because I don't think she even watches CFL. Yeah, she's 18, but so I don't think she realized, like, you know, the impact that we kind of had in the city. And on the way home, she's like, "Holy cow! Like, they like you guys." I'm like, "Yeah, well, they did."
We were cool for a minute. We were
cool for a minute. But I think it was neat for them.
Yeah, it was good for them. It was fun for them. They love that stuff. And you know what? For them, what I've noticed is, because my daughter's going to be 14, and my little one just is, she's something else. She's 7. But, you know, my oldest is everything social media. So for them to be on the game and taking pictures on the sideline, and they're cool, right? That people can see them there. So they had the time of their life. They're running on the field to, you know, when we did the introduction to Tim Hips or Tom, whatever, Tom.
Tom Hicks. Tim Hicks.
The whole running joke was, I was going to do the introduction, which I did, and then I was going to leave the, you know, in the introducing Tim Hicks part to Rob, but then I started trying to confuse him because we played with a guy named Tom Hips. So I was hoping that if I said Tom Hips enough, that Hitch would introduce him as Tom Hips and not Tim Hicks.
I was thinking about it for the last second.
That was
thank God there's a fan with a big sign, Tim Hicks. I read that sign. Oh my God.
That was good. And then we got out again in the half while the game was still close, and did a little wave the flag, couple seconds, boom. But did our tour, went up. Ooh, it was tough going into that in the owner's box, eh?
Yeah, Mr. Bob, the caretaker and Scott.
They were not happy.
Let's put this into perspective. So we decided we had to, you know, kind of make our rounds, Mike and I. The kids followed us, and so we're going up the elevator to the caretaker, Mr. Young's box, and I know Scott was up there and Matt, and we get up and we're saying to the kids, you know, you guys stay out here. Don't come in the box yet. Let us go in. As soon as we went in, it was like a pin drop in there.
Oh, it was not good.
Mad.
Things were not going well in the field, which means they were not going well in the box.
Yeah. So we stayed for about 11 seconds. We didn't stay long. We shook hands and we talked to Bob about the podcast quick, and he said it was great and he had a wonderful time. And then it was like an odd little nothing, and then all of a sudden, okay, time to go. The kids were ready to jump in to grab food. I said, no, out. We're out of here.
Go. Well, it's you know, it's funny because I you know, in my role and what I do, and I. Not so much during the season because I can't really pick a team. But, you know, when we have our Champions League games in the off season and it's one team representing the CBL, like, it's intense. Like, being on the outsider as a coach, an owner, a GM, a executive, you can't do anything but watch. So when things don't go well, it's like, it's tough to do because you put so much effort into it, right? Great crowd. Beautiful day.
We knew our role. We knew our role, buddy. We had to get out of there. We're smart. Most guys would have hung out there and just ate, drank, and stayed there till the fourth quarter. We didn't last till the fourth quarter. I don't think.
No. Listen,
we didn't.
Listen, I know our limitations. How many times did your daughter phone you that day because she was hungry? Like 15
Seven. Like, Ava, there's free food. Go eat it. I don't like that. I'm going to go buy something for $74, a hot dog. I said, no, you're going to go into that box over there and you're going to get some food.
Go eat some. Kids are something else, man.
Yeah. They had fun. It was fun. It was good. They also called me 75 times and said we got kicked off the field 5 times.
Oh, yeah. Who was that? What happened there?
Yeah, remember the lady, one of the lady security guards said, you guys, these are only pre-game passes for the field. But they are, of course, practically on the bench. At least our kids weren't. Maybe it was Marwan's kids were on the bench. But I said, you guys, so what? Just be smart. Go down to the other side. Walk down the other. No, they followed us. They kicked us off. I said, you can't be on the field.
don't be in the taking water from the Gatorade thing. Like, get away from the thing. They thought they owned the place, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
But
we thought we got ripped because Cadeau only gave them only passes for the first bit. But they're smart. There's a method to the madness. They don't want them all over the field. I don't blame them.
There's a method. Speaking of Marwan, it was good to see him.
Again,
he's a beast. And he had the 2 kids. It was great. At one point, I'm sure you probably put this out of your memory bank, when he asked, Marwan's youngest boy asked if you were my dad.
Yes. At least I'm not a journeyman.
I was not going to bring that up, but since you brought it up, this is okay. So let's backtrack, because we haven't spoken since the publicly and on our had a podcast since we had Bob on, and Bob was really good. Like, that was a side of Bob, I think, where he seemed relaxed. He was having fun. He was telling stories. I learned a lot, and I knew a lot, but I learned a heck of a lot more. But at one point in the conversation, while he was, talking about how great you are, and then turned his attention to me and called me a journeyman, I was like stunned. I was like, what? Journey what? So and Rob, you know this. I went home and I was making a list of, there's no way I'm a journeyman. This is what I did when I was with the Time Track.
Oh, yeah, he said that. He said that. 10th in
guys.
passing, this and that. I'm like, he's got a point. He did go to the Argos twice, but that's not a mean journey.
Once I had no choice. The second time I had a choice. But
maybe we'll get Butko by the end of the show to just get a clip of that.
That's what I need.
He can play the clip at the end of our show. So maybe if you can find that, Butko.
Yeah, like, do your job, Butko. Take the clip of Bob calling me a journeyman.
It was near the end, I think.
And I'll never forget it. I don't think Bob knows what a journeyman is, thankfully. So I don't think he meant it in the way that it sounds when you talk about it in a sporting matter.
That's your name now for us. It's your name. It doesn't matter.
The journeyman.
The journeyman.
And then later, in the same podcast, we were talking about the city and how great it was, and how blah blah. And he said, Rob and I know. And I'm like, what? What do you mean, Rob and you know? I'm from the freaking city too. I went to high school, university. I'm like, what is happening? Bob is giving me gut punches at him right here,
and not knowing it,
and not even knowing it.
No. See what happens when you're in Stony Creek? That's what happens.
That's what happens after that, eh?
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyways,
that was fun. Yeah,
but we had a good laugh about it. I had a good cry for a minute, and then we all had a good laugh about it.
You got over it. Not really, but you did.
I'll never forget. I will never forget. But I did get another jersey out of this deal. The other day, I got another nice jersey.
Yeah.
Fit nice. Your jersey was nice with the number on the back.
It's still in here. So I don't know if anybody can see this jersey here. See it's taken off. So I forget who. It was Fantus took a couple of the stickers that were
the eye patch.
And he flipped them upside down and made two-way tape and stuck it on.
Smart guy.
Yeah, but it worked a little bit. I was waiting for you to tear the floor off, so it would just be the two. I thought for sure. I said, I might as well just let it flop. Let it flop.
Yeah, I should have. In hindsight, I should have done that.
The best is Dave said, "Bring the shirt back in. We'll get them to fix it up. Just get me a new one.
Just get a new one. Just give me a new one, buddy. That's how it works.
I'm giving that one away anyway. So.
Oh yeah.
So we got Winnipeg in town, eh? So I talked to Stick this week. Who Stick is Kyle Walters, is the GM over at Winnipeg, and a good friend of ours. So he's not making the trip. He said he's got he said he's got a little thing with his boys that he watches road games at home with them.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
He hates traveling. He said he hates it. So
remember how much he would sweat? Remember how much Stick would sweat?
Honestly, here to here. Here. No one can see that, but it was about a 10-inch radius from halfway on his bicep to halfway down his rib. Remember how much? You remember how much?
God. Dripping.
It doesn't matter. He says, I have a problem. I said, no shit.
No shit. You got a big problem.
You got a big problem. But yeah, so the boys are 12-1. They're coming into town.
They clinched already.
It's clinched. It's clinched. They can go on cruise control now. But those guys are going to want to win out. They are.
Oh, yeah.
One loss.
And they're going, for 3 in a row. Like that's been. There's never been a 3 in a row since the Edmonton days. Back in the
Edmonton,
glory days.
Warren Moon. They had 5, right? I think they had 5.
Yeah.
If they go, they could do it with the team. They stay healthy. Kalari stays healthy, and you never want to maim anybody, but like Sudsy used to say, if you're going to take a shot on the quarterback, make sure you knock him out.
Suds was the best.
Always, if you're going to hit the quarterback late, make sure it's a good one. I'm like, okay, that wasn't just to me. That was to everybody. It's like,
listen,
knock him out of the game. I'm like,
there was no rules though against that, right?
No, not low. Rules. No one will go low and name them low. I'm talking like hit him in the shoulder and pile drive him, like Philbrick used to pick guys up and drive them in. Him and Campbell.
Remember that? The scoop.
The scoop and the pile driver.
Oh look, I lost an earpiece. Oh boy, watch! I got to run over it in my seat.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I'm looking. Are you heading to the game?
Good. Why don't you tell everybody when the game is, Rob, and then I'll know.
It's on Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Dude, I thought today was Tuesday. Okay,
yeah.
So bear with. I just got back from Vancouver yesterday. I think last night. Yeah. So I'm still on different time zone. Will I be there this Saturday? I will definitely be watching it. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the stadium because I got the kiddos and they want to do some other stuff, and I won't say what because I don't want to take away from fans going to the game. But it'd be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one.
Well, if it's ever a week that it's a desperate week to win, they can't think like that, but they have to go in and they have to beat these guys. They have to.
Yeah.
If not, they're. I hate to say it. I don't know if they're going to make it. It'll be 3-10. How are you gonna do that? It's crazy.
3-10. Can you imagine?
15-3 last year and 3-15 this year. I hope not, but can you imagine?
Well, it's funny because again, let's go back to 1997. That team, what did we go 2-16 or something like that? I think so. And we lost how many games by a total of like a handful of points, like 10 of them. Probably.
I think it was 20 points. There's 8 of them it was less than 21 points added combined. Up, 8 or 10 combined. Yeah, combined.
Right. And we weren't nearly, I don't think. Well, we certainly didn't have the quarterback because we went through 11 quarterbacks that year. So we didn't have a quarterback. But we were coming off. Well, I was in Toronto the year before, but coming off a so-so year, 96 in Hamilton. So it's not like you're coming off a Grey Cup and you go to 3-9. We were coming off a so-so season to 2-16. The team in Hamilton this year is a good team.
Oh yeah,
they just can't get it right.
Yeah, and the injuries. You can't win. You can't win without a quarterback, right? Not taking anything away from the 3rd, 4th stringers, but you can't expect them to come in and just run the offense when they don't get any reps.
Oh, you know that feeling in the locker room. Is there anything worse than losing and having that record, coming to work every day?
No.
Horrible.
The worst. We had beer, though. We had beer in our room.
That's the difference. Hence my whole thing. Bring in some beers, get to know the guys.
Relax a bit.
And have fun.
Yeah. They should bring the beer room back.
They should bring the beer room back.
Yeah.
They should. Well, we're going to bring it back for October 7th.
7th for
Danny Mac's in town. So when everybody's looking for Danny Mac on the field, he'll probably be in the beer room.
Yeah, he will. Yes, he will.
You know who's excited about that, eh? Andrew.
Oh.
Andrew's excited.
Fidgety
is excited.
Fidgety's excited. And Danny, I think Stick said he's coming this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kyle Walter said that he thinks Danny's making the trip. I said, well, that'd be great to come to Hamilton. Yeah. He's going to be here twice. Two travel trips. He gets per diem. and everything.
Perfect. Beautiful. So, Grigor, I talked to Grigor the other day. He's not happy.
Why?
He's not happy because when he did the Alumni of Distinction, they won. And he said, I'll come back every week now because, we won. So you should have me back every time is the Alumni of Distinction. And they haven't invited him back, and they haven't won.
You know
He's
what?
Not happy.
Maybe they should throw that out there to him. I would wait till Winnipeg. I would wait till Winnipeg's gone, and then the next week. I'd wait till the next week. But
oh my gosh!
Andrew's mad because Marwan owns 20 Tim Hortons.
Did you believe this guy?
20.
I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, Montreal here. And I said, what? This is he's something else. Marwan he's not so this little bit player. He's a big time player. He's
Oh my gosh. No,
he doesn't stop.
That the owners do well, right? Sauve, he's got like 14 or 13, member at Hamilton Golf and Country Club. They do very well. Imagine winning 20. He says he goes on Belly's yacht. I said he probably owns it too. Belly's got a yacht, 2 yachts.
How does Belly have a yacht?
Because he sold something, I guess. I heard a couple years ago.
Oh, the family business.
Yeah, he doesn't even know how to. Remember the story? He doesn't even know how to drive the thing.
No, it's not.
Just smashing it into the stuff, and they had to call the Coast Guard.
But I gotta say, you just named like Belly, Marwan, Grigor, Danny, Kyle, Osh, all former teammates that have all done really well for themselves.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
It is good.
Because really, you're not going to get rich playing the CFL. I think we know that. You can't retire. So, but if you can set yourself up for success like those guys have done, then, man, it's worth it and then some, right?
Yeah, like the NFL, they do those programs now, right, when you're done. Because the average lifespan, I don't think people know this, but the average lifspan on a football player, NFL, CFL, doesn't matter, is 3.5 years.
Oh, not even 3.5, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's taking consideration guys that played, Brady that's been in there for 20 years, and some guy that blows his Achilles as a rookie. So it's an average, but 3.5 years is not a long time in the CFL, especially. I mean, the average is what, $80,000 they're making, $80,000 in 6 months. So we made $30,000. Like, do you think I figured I wanted to play as long as I could? 12 years was a great career, but all it took is one injury, you're done, and then what are you gonna do? Like, you can't live off of that. Like,
no, you got to set yourself up for life after football, life after sports, but specifically football. Yeah,
You hear stories though. The guys you used to play with, you don't hear much of them anymore. But what are they doing? They're not doing very well, right? Some of the guys, and it's not good. I feel bad.
When I was president of the PA, I'd get several phone calls from people that we know. Looking, hey, how do I get a guy we used to play with wants to get his pension out? I said, oh yeah, who's the guy we used to play with? You? Like, I know it. Like, I don't mean to make a joke of it, but especially Americans, because they're making peanuts when they convert it back to the U.S. going over, right? So certainly when we played, and when Rob says $30,000, he's not joking. Like, my first contract was maybe 32 or something.
I was 29.5.
Crazy.
And I had an agent. And I paid him 3%.
And you couldn't get paid any less. And you still paid this guy.
A negotiated contract of $29,500 was the base salary. I had an agent that got me $29,500. I could have got it myself. My dad's like, no, you need an agent. Okay, I got an agent. I had to pay him 3%.
Oh my God.
So I made less. And then I fired him. I said, get out of here.
Who was this guy?
This guy from Buffalo. He was O'Shea's guy. O'Shea had a guy too.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this guy? He was a burger. I can't believe he robbed me like that. I should sue him.
Well, that's the thing. So, again, when I was doing the stuff with the Players Association, we had the discussion came up, like, why are people paying agents on contracts that have already been negotiated? Like, basically, that's the minimum salary. You Buddy didn't even negotiate. He didn't do a damn thing. I had the same thing. I had an agent for a year, and then it just happened to be my cousin Paul's agent. So it was easy. And I don't even think I paid him. I don't even think he even cared. I mean, come on, at some point. Dean Albrecht, J.I.'s son.
Yeah.
And, listen, not too many agents are going to get too rich.
They're not getting rich.
They're not getting rich. So, but you latch onto one kid that's got a chance to go to the NFL, and then that's where you make your money, right?
Yeah.
That's where you make it. But anyway, such is life. What's Butko doing?
I don't know. He's not doing anything.
Look at this. Certainly not doing his hair.
He said it was cold last night. He had to layer up. He opened all his windows.
It's freezing.
Shut your
I like
windows.
it when I'm sleeping, but when I woke up, I had to wearing more layers than I ever have.
So is this? You didn't close the windows or anything? Maybe stop the draft.
I did when I woke up. They were all open all night. All night they were open.
Did you find that clip of the journeyman?
What? Just in that time? While
But
I can put it at,
honestly,
I can put it at the end of this
Butko.
video.
Yeah, you can. You
Come
gotta put it in.
on.
How long is it?
I'm busy. I'm
What are
writing
you-
notes about this show so I can
Oh.
make a
To
little
who?
description
Yeah,
on
okay.
Buzzsprout.
Let's.
I got things I gotta do.
Yeah,
Come on.
let's.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us what you do? 'Cause I have no idea. So you're going to
I
take this
produce-
show. You got notes.
Produce all the podcasts.
Oh,
Pretty
so-
much all the podcasts. Except for the ones that Louis does. I do.
I ran into
I'm on
Louis,
here.
Ran into my buddy Louis B.
Yeah.
Talked a bit about you.
Yeah.
He didn't have too many nice things to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
did.
Well,
He didn't have
I don't
too
have
much.
many nice things
There
to
you
say
go.
about
That's
him.
what I like to hear. Let's have a fight. Let's have it on air. What's the boxing matches where the two washed-up athletes go head to head? We'll get Louis Butko and David Butko head to head. I think you could take them.
Get like 40 ounce gloves, like pillows. Get those ones. Have a pillow fight.
And then get yourself 40 grams. Put that in the pocket for later.
Yeah, yeah. Does your brother doesn't pre? Does he? Probably not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Okay,
good for
you.
Louis.
Just ratted him out. Look at that. They got ratted him out. You can cut that out. Oh man!
Okay,
All right,
so-
beat it.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. That was good. He's always good for at least kills about a minute and a half. Eh?
What were you doing in Vancouver?
Oh,
Team?
I'm glad you asked.
And then second question, if you remember, Tony
I'll write this
Deegan
down.
from Walton. Remember?
He
Tony?
reached out to me,
He
Tony.
reached out to you. He told me. He said
Yeah.
I talked to him yesterday because he was so excited last week because my
about
aunt
Calgary.
Gail. Yeah, when you were in Calgary, my aunt Gail, or Michelle's aunt, you remember her too.
Yeah, I
She's
remember Gail, yeah.
Wayne's. So anyway, so she saw you on I don't know, you're on a
like a
podcast.
global
You're not
TV.
Yeah, it was a TV.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she's like, "Oh my God, is Mike moving here? When's he coming in? I have to go take him for lunch." I'm like, I said, "No, I don't think he's moving there, but they have a team going there." So anyway, so she was all excited. And then Tony told me before you even heard the team was coming. He said his daughters are in basketball, so they want to go and they're going to support it. They're going to buy us tickets,
Nice.
their season tickets. So I said, "Don't worry, Mike will give you a couple to go see
Oh,
first."
come on,
I'll give him
I'll
a couple.
take
But
care.
anyway, so yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah,
I
so
haven't heard.
no,
I haven't
but
heard.
just keep it with Calgary for it. It's funny because we got Lummers there, right? Mike Juhas is there. You got a bunch of guys we would know from Wes Lysack, and then Tony. These guys. So no, it's good. Wes is a beauty. Wes is so beauty.
Must still be one, eh?
I
Still.
gotta love that guy. I love that guy. No, so I was
Paint.
Oh yeah, I was in Vancouver. Just got back yesterday. 2 days ago, which would have been the Tuesday, the 13th, we announced a sale of our Vancouver team to local business owners. So that's a big deal for us because it's one of our original teams. And the idea is, when we first started this league, that we would own and operate all the teams, and then we would, build them up to as high as we can get them, and then we'd find local owners to take it the rest of the way. So two great guys, one in mining, one in development. They came together. Been working with them for quite some time, but I just handed the reins. It was a good day. It was a good day.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you make some money?
I don't know. I can't talk about it here.
Oh, good for you.
It
That's
was
awesome.
good. Yes, everybody wins in these situations. For us, it's gives us another group to work with, and of course, now they pay the bills, which makes things a lot easier instead of us paying the bills for 9 teams. And we just got better, so that's good. And I'm going to be doing the same in a couple more places in the next little bit. So that's pretty cool.
Good, man. That's great.
Yeah.
I
What
love
about you?
No,
Passed
nothing.
your
Just-
securities test yet?
No, not doing that anymore. No. We got a product in Canada coming, so
Nice.
we'll have to talk to you about that later. Well, as
Oh,
soon
yeah,
as you got some money coming in the door, we'll have to talk to you. I think I'm heading to Arizona in 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure heading
nice.
2 weeks, and then
Is the office
Back-
still in Scottsdale?
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
nice spot.
yeah, and then then I'll be heading back in December for the we got a year end, kind of a planning session for a week, and then a Christmas party, December 12th.
But all in Arizona.
All Arizona, yeah. So fly back.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Maybe get a golf game in. It's not going to be 130, so
Oh, yeah.
it's warm there right now. Still,
Oh, that's a good time. I'm heading to Vegas next week. I'm excited.
oh boy.
I'm excited.
Well, I hope you didn't get your check from
I
that
can't
team
take
yet.
any of the new. Can't take the new money.
No, don't take the new money. Please don't. I know you, so don't do it.
No, I'm going with the wife. So she got me under wraps. This isn't the
Oh,
old days.
You should give Norm a call. Norm Lai. Remember from
for Walton
Days?
That's right. Yes,
He's like Mr. Vegas. Anything you want,
really,
any show, any restaurant, any bar, anything. He's got a huge company, and I think when we went down.
Yeah.
Remember he brought two bouncers that stood right beside us at our table. Or why is he looking like? Do we need these guys? Yeah, we do. We need these guys. They're just going to stand there. They're not going to drink. They're just going to stand there.
Just stand there. If you need to go to the washroom, just hold on to their shoulders.
That's right. Walk right in.
Yeah. Oh man, Vegas is something else. First of all, I love Vegas.
Yeah.
I love it. I love everything about it. The food and the people watching and playing some cards and sports, and it's becoming like a massive sports destination.
You going for a weekend?
Am I going Tuesday to Saturday? I think so, and going to see the iHeart Music Festival. There's like a show and some other shows going on. So
too bad the Raiders weren't playing. That's my team.
Know.
I would have went and watched that. That's my bucket list. I gotta go. I want to go down to Vegas and watch a game. There's a couple Raider fans that are buddies that said they'll do the same thing. But
you always been a Raider fan?
Oh yeah, always. My dad and my brothers were, so I had to wear all the stuff that they had as a kid. So yeah, the Jim Plunkett days, the Ted Hendricks back in the Jim Plunkett, Marcus Allen, all the boys. So I had to. So I just stuck with them, and they've been garbage for a lot of years. But last year they were decent. But anyways, it's all good. That's what I want to do though.
It's a great what a excuse to go watch a game and go down to the Strip and hang out. Are you kidding me? Perfect.
Problem is it's a Sunday, right? Because like if it was a Saturday night game, wouldn't that be great? Because you leave Friday, Saturday, come home Sunday. I can't stay in Vegas for too long. Oh, there's the dogs.
Oh boy, somebody come home.
No, somebody's walking by. I just went on mute. Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know, Rob.
Today's show. I think we should leave off with these guys got to step up. They got to win a game. They got to win a game. It doesn't matter. Like you can't take no. You got to just go and balls out from the beginning. Not that they don't, but not for the fans, but more for the locker room and for the coaching staff. Like they have to just, if they ain't starting, awesome. Don't come out and try to solve the problems in one quarter.
No, you got to take it. Yeah, play it.
You got to take it. Winnipeg's defense is ridiculous. You just gotta take what they give you, and they don't give much, but you gotta. They played them well every time they played them. They played them pretty well, right? So, I'm hoping they do it. For us as fans, and because Hamilton can be, the fans could be. The season ticket holders, it's tough because they lose a couple more. You're gonna have like 10,000 in there. But they love the game. Fans love the game, and I hope they still support it. But my big thing is that just they got to come out with a win, and then let's get that second place. They have to get second place.
You got the whole one play at a time. It's true, man. You have to. Yeah. You have to.
I hate that analogy. It's exactly though. You have to take it one play, and then what's the other one? All phases, special teams, defense, all phases of the game have to be clicking. Well, when's that ever happen? I mean, for any good team, right? It's true.
It takes a lot. So that bye week must have been tough. What do you think?
I think they're all in. Boys are probably all in watching film, and that's not going to solve it either. Maybe you need to get away from the game. Remember Ronnie when we had a bad game or whatever? He'd give us away from the game.
Yep.
Don't talk football. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to anybody. Just get away from the game for a couple of days, and then come back fresh and let's go. If those guys are in watching film and working out, and it's tough.
It's tough, man.
It is different, Meetsy. It's totally different than when we played, because I don't know. It's they don't do the things that we used to do. Right. And I don't expect them to do the things that we used to do because we just went out and had fun. Even when we were losing, it sucked losing, but we still made it as a group. We stuck together as a group, and I'm pretty sure that those guys are stuck together still. They've got a hell of a team.
People interact different now. It's got nothing to do with the people on the team. It's just the talent, society in general communicates differently. Right? They communicate like this.
Yeah, we
communicate like this. That's what we communicated.
or the phone was this. Remember those phone? Remember the phone? Yeah. Hey, I still got this.
Hey, you still got it. That's from
Looks
one of my
good
weddings.
too, eh?
One of my weddings.
That was like
nice.
a long time ago. Yeah.
It's the old Louis Vuitton wallet. Mine finally gave up, Finally gave up this year. But I had it for, I don't even know, more than 10 years.
As Whitey says, and I'll have to, before we leave, I have to talk about Whitey, because Whitey called me yesterday. But Whitey says, remember when he said this to your ex? And he said, who's this Louis Vuitton guy? Who's Louis Vuitton? And she got mad at him. And what else? Oh, so I get a call by Whitey yesterday.
Just a random call?
Random call, haven't months, years.
Yeah.
I pick it up. He says he's got a riddle for me. So he gives me I can't remember the riddle. And he says, what's a bat, something down, and then what's a bat, something sticking up? And he go, and click, hang up. It was a riddle. That's all he did.
He didn't say anything else.
Not a word. The riddle, and then he hung up. So I'm like, I sent him a text. I go, you're priceless, eh? And he goes, yeah, thumbs up. That's it. Not a hello, nothing. Just the riddle.
What a beauty. What a beauty. Okay, so here's what's coming up. Game this Saturday. Go out, get your tickets. Help the Ticats win. They still got a chance for second place. They're gunning for it. Danny Mac's coming up, his dinner, and that's on October 6th. I think that's at Carmen's.
Oh, dinner's on the 6th.
Yeah, dinner's on the 6th, game's on the 7th. Go get your tickets for that. That'll be fun. I think Grigger's doing little. I guess Danny didn't want to be roasted, but he's got to be roasted. How do you not roast Danny?
Well, how about my roast? I got killed.
My God. Killed. That was when you think back about that, Rob. That was what, October?
October of 20, right before COVID 20.
That's what I was going to say. It was just before. It was COVID, the end of 2019, just before. A couple of months later, it's COVID.
I wish that was videotaped, because that was a beating.
I think it's probably good it wasn't videotaped, but I kind of wish it was videotaped just so we could have it and look back. Because I don't think there will be another event like that between having the hometown kid and then all the 99 guys there. Yeah. And, it was
Stiegel came up. Stiegel, like all the guys. Filbert,
and it was on the edge. Whitey did his thing. It was on the edge, probably over the edge for 90% of it. Yeah. But it was awesome. So I don't know what's going on with Danny. I heard he doesn't want to get roasted. Grigger told me he's speaking. I imagine there's a few other guys, and hopefully a bunch of our guys come up, including Flutes. Said he's coming up. He
did. He's reborn. He's reborn.
He's reborn.
Yeah,
he's reborn. We have to give him a beating.
Oh, he's not bringing his wallet. His wallet will be left at the border.
No wallet, no belt. Guaranteed. No. Two things that are coming with him.
And New Balance white shoes. Oh, my God.
We'll leave it at that, buddy. That's it for today on the Ticat Audio Network. This is the Morreale and Hitch podcast. Get your tickets. Go watch the Ticats play. Get a ticket to go watch Danny Mac get put up into the Wall of Fame. Enjoy the rest of the week, buddy. We'll talk to you soon, fella.
Sounds good, pal. Take it easy.
Later, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
That's another episode of Morreale and Hitch on the Ticats Audio Network. Have a question or a comment for them? Email us at mnh@ticats.ca. That's MANDH@ticats.ca.